All right, I'm going to show you a basic exercise for shoulder external rotation. This is an isometric exercise, meaning that the muscle that we're targeting does not actually change in range of motion. It's just maintaining a constant contraction without actual movement. There will be actual arm movement for this exercise, but our external rotators, which brings my arm out, will be performing an isometric. What you want for this exercise is a really light looped band. I'm using one of our kind of thicker bands that we typically use for our legs, but on Amazon you can kind of buy more of the plastic bands that are stretchy, that are light too. The main thing is that you do not need a lot of resistance for this at all. So what you're going to do is, regardless if you're sitting or standing, is going to be really important, and I'm going to give you a side view, is that your arm is going to start to move up. Think about almost like a little bit of like an uppercut motion. The most important thing is your body alignment. You don't want the arm to be moving up with the chest following through, which means that you have to engage the core. Think about drawing the sternum down and pulling it in towards your spine so that your shoulder has a very solid foundation to move on. You take the band, you're going to have elbows bent, and it's just going to be out in front of you. Imagine that you're just holding a box in front of you. You want to try to maintain that bend in your elbow through this whole motion. And the goal is that we're going to add a little bit of external rotation by pushing our wrist out into the band. When you do this, you need to try to keep your elbow close to the body. What you don't want is you don't want to push into the band and then have your elbows flare out. So keep them close to the body, push out into the band, and then what you're going to do is you're going to bring the band up, just maybe move it about half an inch forward. You're going to pause, you're going to breathe, keep the core engaged. You're going to hold that contraction where you're pushing your wrist out into the band. And after about 5 or 6 seconds, you're going to just shift up just a little bit more. My elbows stay bent. And I'm going to hold that push into the band for another 5 or 6 seconds. And then I'm going to work my way up higher and higher. The goal is that I'm maintaining constant tension, pushing out into the band, and I'm not letting my chest follow my arm going up. So really think about pushing that sternum into the spine so that you can keep your rib cage down and grounded. So that is going to be our shoulder external rotation isometric.